دوستان ابوالفضل تحت درمان قرار گرفتن و ما بقیه دانش آموزان از طریق گروه‌های امدادی و بسیج مردمی به ظرفیت‌های که از در حال بیرون آوردن سایر عزیزان دانش آموز در این مجموعه هستیم.
تقریبا 20 دقیقه بعد از صدای انفجار ماشین‌آلات راهسازی شهرستان به اضافه نیروهای امدادی، نیروهای به حساب بیمارستان و حلال عمل همه توی صحنه بودن و شروع کردن به
چند سالش؟
این زمان 10 سال خدا ریاده تا 10 سال نابمم اینجا بگردم آجا بگردم.
در مدرسه وارد شدیم، جسد معلمی رو دیدیم که از وسط نصف شده و صحنه که داریم می‌بینیم هنوز داریم آواربرداری می‌کنیم و هنوز جسد داریم می‌بینیم.
میدونستن اینجا بخره مدرسه است. چندین ساله که اینجا دیگه پایگاه موشکی نیست و پایگاه موشکی به جای دیگری منتقل شده. اینجا که اطلاعات دشمن ضعیف بوده ولی اینجا مثلا ستاد فرماندهی موشکیه.
فرهنگی هم خب اینجا مدرسه است. ما تقریبا 12 تا همکار فرهنگی اینجا بودن که حتی ما دیشب با هم بودیم برای مراسم افطار کنار هم بودیم و واقعا الان نبودنشون رو داریم احساس می‌کنیم.
This morning, the United States regime jointly and in coordination with the Israeli regime initiated an unprovoked and premeditated aggression against the Islamic Republic of Iran for the second time in the recent months, while deliberately attacking civilian populated areas in multiple large cities of Iran where millions of people reside. As a result of this brutal armed attack, hundreds of civilians have been killed and injured. The aggression and atrocious crime of the United States regime and the Israeli regime and the deliberate and persistent targeting of civilian infrastructure are going. In addition to the numerous civilian residential buildings, the aggressors have also targeted a school in the city of Minop, Hormozgan province, killing more than 100 children. The number of innocent civilians continues to rise. This is not only an act of aggression, it is a war crime and a crime against humanity.
What we witnessed yesterday in Tehran is in fact a clear violation of the United Nations Charter, specifically a direct breach of the principle prohibiting the use of force. What has occurred is an extremely dangerous development in international law. This action by the Zionist regime sends a message to the world that the use of force can be normalized, and that is deeply concerning. When we look at this incident, along with other examples, including the 12-day war launched against us, it becomes clear that the United States and the Zionist regime do not have much faith in negotiation. Their belief appears to be in power as the primary means of resolving disputes. One very important message that can be drawn from these actions is the revival of an arms race in the region. Of course, under Article 51 of the United Nations Charter, Iran's right to self-defense is preserved, and Iran has the legal right to defend itself and take military actions. At the outset, this incident constitutes a violation of the 4 Geneva Conventions and explicitly breaches the Convention on the Rights of the Child. Unfortunately, the United States is not a party to that convention. It is worth noting that the Convention on the Rights of the Child is considered one of the most important human rights treaties in international law. Iran and the Zionist regime are both parties to it, but the United States, unfortunately, is not. It is also noteworthy that almost 3 years ago, the Chinese government, in diplomatic discussions, urged the United States to accede to the Convention on the Rights of the Child and accept its obligations. Targeting this school constitutes a clear violation of the additional protocols to the Geneva Conventions, particularly the 4th Convention, as well as Article 38 of the Convention on the Rights of the Child. In any case, countries who respect human rights and are concerned about it should condemn this action.
以色列的外交部发言人马莫斯坦在特拉维夫一栋受损的建筑前就指责伊朗的袭击。不过，当现场记者就针对到伊朗的学校遇袭事件提问时，以色列外交部发言人却是迅速的转移话题。
And we say it very clear. We don't have any fight, any quarrel with the Iranian people. The only objective, the only quarrel is the Iranian regime murderous attacks. This is what it's all about. Now I'll take some questions, please.
What about the 100 or so schoolgirls in Iran that have been killed in a strike there?
And this must stop. This must be stopped, and this is what we're trying to do. Yes, next question, please.
But what about those Iranian
Let's allow others.
好，可以看到，这以色列的外交部发言人面对到记者2次提问都是含糊其辞，并且是避而不答的。根据独立媒体中东之眼独家的报道指出，这一所伊朗遭到轰炸的女子学校是被炸2次，许多躲过第一次轰炸的幸存者后来还是难逃死劫。伊朗教育部发言人指出，这现场的毁损太过于严重，仍旧是有69名的女童身份还要等待确认。而距离学校的8公里处的公墓已经挖出一排排小小的墓坑。